got to admit, that's a badass intro. This because So the other day, I ended up picking up this old girl. This is a 2009 Earth boiler. The old man that owned it said it's got a decent sized crack in the water jacket right up around here. It's been repaired. He said it's been repaired several times and he couldn't get it to stop leaking, so he was just done messing with it. We're gonna tear into it and see what we got going on. Hopefully it's repairable. So I've thought about getting a boiler for several years now because one, we have an electric furnace, which sucks. Two, we have an old house, which is poorly insulated, which sucks. And three, because these guys really suck. So here in Missouri, when it comes to electricity, at least, we don't believe in competition. We don't believe in the free market. We believe in monopolies and communist dictatorships. So if you want to switch, you have to. It takes an act of Congress to get it done. And it literally says on the Public Service Commission's website that price is not an adequate reason for wanting to switch. So they're happy to make you pay for it when it's coming out of your pocket and not theirs. Even though I have another provider that runs right along the backside of my property, which is 20% cheaper, I cannot legally switch because of the bureaucracy. So that's just one more reason why we're going to give this old girl a chance. So this is so nasty, I'm gonna have to take a wire wheel and clean the whole thing up because I can't tell. I can see where it's been welded here, but other than that I can't see anything. So not looking too great so far, I have to say. Well, the old boy must have had some really hard water or something, because holy crap. I'm guessing that's calcium. There is so much calcium buildup on that, and I have already wire wheeled about as much as I can. So another thing is, yeah, he was right. There was a crack in that area. There's also a crack down here. There's also a crack down here, and also a crack up here that has previously been welded on. So instead of one crack, we're now fixing 4. So this project just got that much more interesting. And not to mention the welds are, well, I don't really know how to describe those, honestly. I'm honestly trying to figure out why a weave of that width was necessary to fix it. So I don't know, who knows. So after wire wheeling everything, I think the only thing I can come up with is to power wash the rest of this to get all of that junk off of there. I don't know, it is not looking good. I looked inside there and there's all kinds of cracks up in there, so we're definitely in for a long job. My grinder decided to play Russian roulette on me for a minute because it wasn't shutting off whenever I let go of the trigger. "4" ain't cutting it, so we're going with 7". I was trying to get all 4 welds being brushed off, but my cameraman must have been off on his Xanax trip or something. So I didn't film all of the cleaning process of this, especially on the inside. It's so dark now, but it was a lot of fun. To say that it's bad is a little bit of an understatement. I mean, I've seen lifetime drug addicts that were cracked out less than this. It is literally cracked out on the inside and the outside on all 4 corners of the door. Gonna be some time grinding for sure. Now, whenever I bought this, the old man that owned it, he told me that it had a crack and it was leaking right up here in this top left corner. He did say the top left was really the only one that was leaking really bad. At its worst, it was only leaking about 5 or 6 gallons a day. So that gives me a little bit of hope that this can actually be repaired. Not all the cracks go to the water jacket. Some of them only just go to the firebox and stop. That's a big help. That's not a critical crack. I've been trying to think of how to fix this. I've thought about patching it. I've thought about grinding it all out. I've thought about cutting the entire door off. The problem is the water jacket is welded somewhere along in here. And if I cut this out, I'm going to get into that. Then that's going to have to be welded all the way up around the whole thing and welded on the inside. As of right now, it just doesn't seem worth it to do that. So probably just going to grind it out and weld it up the best I can. I actually searched YouTube for specific videos on fixing a wood boiler that was cracked out. I did not see hardly any videos on YouTube. I saw all sorts of them about wood stoves and fireplaces. I didn't really see any on any wood boilers, so I'm starting to wonder if there's a reason why these are not welded up once they start cracking out. So, but we're going to find out.